Hey everybody, I'm Patrick and this is Rocky Mountain Style. I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video today. We of course will be talking about the wool herringbone overcoat from Flint and Tinder. So first things first, this is a heavy coat. This is a winter coat, or fall if it's cold coat. This is not really a spring transitional piece. So forgive me for putting it at the beginning of March, which you'd assume this would be a spring transitional piece. But I saw this and asked Huckberry if they wouldn't mind tossing me one for a review, because I just absolutely loved it. Thank you to them. They were happy to oblige. And so here we are to talk a little bit about it. Now, it's called an overcoat. If you care much about men's fashion history or care about why things are called the things they are, like I do, did a fair amount of research about overcoats versus top coats. And historically speaking, overcoats were longer and heavier, meant to be worn in the winter, and top coats were shorter and lighter, meant to be worn transitionally or just as a covering to your suit if you happen to be wearing a suit. These days, though, the lines are kind of blurred. Most top coats previously in the past have been, below the knee. Depending on your height, if you look at the model on the website who's 6 foot wearing a size medium, which is what this is, it's above his knee. For me, you'll see later, it's more or less at my knee. So top coat, overcoat, don't really think it matters. Just sort of call it whatever you want to call it, whatever sounds cooler at the time. So in this video, I'm going to do some close-ups, some macro stuff so you can see the fabric, and I'm going to show you sort of some of the features on the coat, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like on me and give you my final thoughts. So that's pretty much it. Thanks. Stick around. All right, here we go. We're going to do a little up-close checking out of this wool herringbone overcoat. So yeah, first of all, let's look at the pattern. So obviously what makes it herringbone is the weave. When you have a thicker wool like this, the pattern ends up being a little mottled, especially in this Donegal treatment, which Donegal is characterized by all these sort of little neps and things throughout. Yeah, you can clearly see the herringbone pattern. I think the inclusion of both of those things, a Donegal and a herringbone, is kind of a neat look. It gives it sort of a broken in, almost old world feel, which I really like. It's these days wearing an overcoat or a top coat, whatever you want to call it, is a little more formal of a decision for most men. A little more, making yourself stick out. But the fabric makes it very, very casual. So these are faux horn buttons. If I'm being honest, for $398, I wish you could have gone with real horn. Although maybe that's a sustainability thing rather than a cost-cutting thing. So I guess I could see someone falling on either side of that. You can see some of the stitching around the buttonholes. Pretty good. I've worn this a lot since I got it. It's been cold in Colorado, and I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of it. It's been really good, holding up so far. So of course, 80-20 wool poly blend on the outside. Any less, and I would probably accuse them of cost cutting, but 80-20 I think is a reasonable mix. The polyester is gonna, make it last a little bit longer and makes it less, less scratchy. This is not scratchy at all. It's plenty soft. The interior is, I'll flash it up on the screen, but it's mostly cotton. It's a cotton poly, and it's a thick, a thick interior lining, which is going to make the coat nice and warm, which of course it is. I can attest to that. So there's your close up there. Pretty cool, I think. Pretty cool little, what's that? I don't know, tag, yeah. Made in China, medium, of course. Most Flint and Tinder stuff, unless it's specifically called out for being made in America, is made in China. So on the sleeve, you can see there's a button, there's two, to make it a little bit tighter. So for me, since the sleeves are a little long on my 5'8.5" inch frame, that helps them keep a little more cinched around my wrists so they don't fall down as much, and so I like that. Another really cool design choice that I like a lot is this inclusion of a what we call a ticket pocket, or at least my research has indicated that that's a ticket pocket. And the story goes that sometime you know, in the 1800s or maybe early 1900s in England and other parts of America, people started riding the train to work or around a lot more in city centers. And tailors started getting requests for extra pockets like that for people to put their train ticket in while they waited, so it didn't have to, you know, take up real estate in their other pockets. So now it's just an extra pocket, which gives the coat an asymmetrical look, as you can see, which I think is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of asymmetry when it's done correctly. Like sometimes I have one flannel that I like a lot that has a pocket on this side that doesn't have a button, and then one that on the other side that has like a flap or something. I don't remember exactly, but they're different pockets, which at first you'd think like, hey, that's kind of weird, but I actually like it. So let's turn it over real quick. This is getting a little bit long, but yeah, there's really, you know, it's a really honest, straightforward piece. Really not much to it, other than being warm and making you look really darn cool. So there's underneath there, no special stitching or anything on the underneath side. Some more close-ups here. We're in macro land now. Yeah, you can see there's one little loose thread. We're so close up. Yeah, all right, little loop hanger there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna show it off. Show me wearing it. So stick around. All right, starting here, you can see I've got this on over flannel with just some selvage denim and a pair of Chelsea boots from Parkhurst. Denim from Brave Star. Shirt is the Vermont Flannel Company. As you can see, like I was mentioning before, it's almost down to my knees, a little bit above. And if I just sort of stand normal here, you can see my sleeves are just slightly long, you know, probably 1 inch too long. Now I'm 5'8.5". Right now I'm 179 pounds. In dress shirts, my sleeve length's about 32.5 to 33. So I do have short arms. For most people that are, you know, 5'9", 5'10", you know, in that 170 to 190 range, this is going to be the right size at medium. So size up if you think you need to. Otherwise, this is the right amount here. So no side pockets. Wow. I literally just discovered that this has side pockets right here. So I've been putting my hands, that's funny. I've been putting my hands in like this just because it's more natural for me. But I just learned that there's side pockets sewn right here. That's interesting. Never noticed. So yeah, so you have, you know, side angle entry hand warmer pockets, or you can go right down from the patch pockets like this, which is what I prefer. And then of course you've got the ticket pocket right here, which is cool, perfect for a cell phone. You've also got pocket on left and right, so accommodating lefties and righties, however you like to put your phone in. You know, buttoned right here. There you go. You can pop this up, which I do walking into work quite frequently. You know, this will probably mess with the microphone, so if there's some issues, I apologize, but you can kind of give it one of these, you know, and it's got another button here to keep the wind out, and it's quite warm. So it's one of the main issues with overcoats or top coats is the fact that, you know, because it's cut like this, you've always got this part exposed. But this covers that. So that's pretty much it, guys. You can also, actually, you know what, we're gonna put it on with a t-shirt. Stay tuned. All right, real quick, here it is with just a t-shirt. This is a Tailor Stitch heavy bag pocket tee. This is my outfit probably about 80% of the time. Denim, some kind of pair of boots, and then sort of a heavyweight t-shirt. Because you can always throw a flannel or a light jacket on over a heavyweight t-shirt. If it's colder, you can throw an overcoat like this on over. But if you look, for someone just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, just putting this on gives you kind of a very different vibe, right? You know, you're going to stand out if that's what you're going for. People are going to actually look and say, hey, this guy's doing something deliberate. Let me take notice. So having jackets like this that can make a statement in your wardrobe, I think every man really should have jackets like this. I bought my first overcoat probably about 2 years ago. This is my third, and I like them. I'm going to keep adding them to the collection as I can over the years. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. As of the time of filming, there's only 2 sizes left, unfortunately. Both are on sale, a large and an XL for $238 at Huckberry. Link in the description. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.